everyone. Welcome so much to our live cooking demo. This is our, I think, fourth demo for the month of December. We got started a little late, but we're really excited to be here with you today. And I'm excited to introduce someone to you. So you've probably heard me talk to Rachel before. You've probably seen her in our office before, but she was our previous support specialist. And now I'm so excited. She is also going to be an FCS agent here with me in Brunswick County. We're so excited to have you, Rachel. And she'll be kind of assisting with other nutrition and health programs in our community. So you'll definitely see her around a lot. Rachel, what recipe are we making today?
We are making a winter citrus salad. So we know a lot of people have favorite holiday recipes they already make, and so we thought it would be a really good time to have a side dish or a starter dish, a salad that you can use ingredients you probably already have on hand or some things that need to get used, and just have an alternative to some holiday dishes.
Great. I'll go ahead and get us started with our recipe here, and then Rachel's going to join us at the end and finish it up for us. So like Rachel mentioned, this is a winter citrus salad. Really simple, really easy. First thing we're going to start with here is just slicing up our lettuce. So we're using a nice thick butter lettuce today. Any kind of bib lettuce is going to be perfect for this recipe. I'm going to do a chiffonade cut here. You do this simply by rolling up a few pieces of lettuce together and then doing some nice large chops. So it just gives you this really pretty roll and just these much easier to eat pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started here in our bowl. You could really use any kind of lettuce for this recipe. This one adds a really nice crunch and also a really nice texture and just color to it. So some other ingredients we're going to include, since it is a winter citrus salad, is going to be really any combination of citrus fruit you're interested in. We've got some oranges and grapefruit we're going to be using today. We've also got some shallots for some more color and taste. We've got cucumbers, avocado, a little bit of mint, some walnuts, and some pomegranate seeds. So this is going to be really beautiful and really delicious at the end. So just chopping up our lettuce, like I mentioned. Here, just doing this roll and slice. And nice big pieces. Normally if I use spinach, I like to slice it really thin. But this works for today. And then next our avocado. Always making sure we test the ripeness of our avocado just by giving it a firm squeeze. If you can kind of press your fingers in it, you know it's ripe. And then carefully cutting around the outside. Avocados can be difficult to cut, so we're going to use the whole thing. We're going to remove that pit from the center. And then a couple ways you can do this here. Slicing across. Now we've got some nice cubes we can just scoop out. And then one other way is going to be to peel the back off of this. You need a really ripe avocado to do this, but you can just peel the back off and then very similar, just slice across the back. This. So I'm just going to layer this on here. Just like so, adding this right in here. And now I'm going to pass it over to Rachel to finish off our salad here and talk to you a little bit more about some of the ingredients we've used today. All right, so Megan got us a really good start.
this butter lettuce and the avocado, and I love learning about the different cuts. So that was a large chiffonade cut, and as opposed to a smaller one on spinach. So one of the first things we're going to go ahead and add next is our citrus. So we did use a can for this just because it's shelf stable. We could have it ready whenever we needed it. But this is a really good opportunity. I know I really like to buy like bulk mandarin oranges. This is a really good option. If you have a couple of those on hand, you can use those. But we're just going to go ahead and add our citrus right on top. This is a combination of grapefruit and oranges. If you can't have grapefruit, I mean, some medication may limit you from having grapefruit. Use whatever citrus you prefer or have on hand. If you ever have any doubts, just contact your doctor and ask them their recommendation. So we have those oranges and our avocado. I'm going to go ahead and add our cucumbers. Just thinly slice those cucumbers. And don't dump them all in one place. We have some mint here. You could also just use parsley or whatever you have on hand. A few more things we have here. We had shallots. If you don't have shallots or have some red onions on hand, that would be another really good alternative. Lastly, I'm going to add some pomegranate seeds. If you are in a rush, you're trying to get this ready for a holiday party or family that's coming over, those pre-packaged pomegranate seeds are a really good alternative. You don't have to worry about getting pomegranate juice on you or staining anything. They may be a little more expensive for that convenience. And then the last topping before one other ingredient, we have some walnuts today. If you have pecans or some other nut that you prefer, you can use that as well. Okay, so our last thing in this ingredient, in this recipe, is our honey roasted chickpeas. These smell amazing. I wish you all could smell them, but they do take a little bit of time. So we have two alternatives for you. Another option is just canned chickpeas from the can. Just rinse them off and throw them on your salad. There is a texture difference. So if you like a bit more of a crunch, definitely goes for these roasted ones. And these are honey roasted. So if you like honey, that may be a really good option as well. So for today, since we already have these, we're going to put those on top. And like I said, I wish you all could smell these. And you may see these listed as chickpeas. You may see them as garbanzo beans. Here's one of those. Okay, and now for our dressing. We have the base already made, but it is just a little bit of orange juice, a little lime juice, some apple cider vinegar, honey, Dijon mustard, and garlic. So one thing I really like when you make your own dressings is you can change that up based on what you like. So if you like a little more garlic, go ahead and add some more garlic. If you really like mustard, you can have a little more mustard in there. That is totally up to you. So all of those ingredients were already mixed together, and we're just going to stream our olive oil in. So I'm going to whisk while I pour the olive oil in, just to make sure that gets all mixed together, because it naturally will separate since it's an oil. If you are making this ahead of time, this is an ingredient you would want to save till the end. Don't pour the dressing on ahead of time, but you could have it made, just add the olive oil in and then pour it over. All right, so we have everything else in here. Now I'm just going to pour our dressing over it. And give that a stir. And this smells so good. There are so many colors. You do want to make sure, I know this is one thing I try to challenge myself. I love spinach, and if
I would just make every salad with spinach if I had the opportunity to. But the different colors in our vegetables and our fruits have different vitamins and minerals. And so if we can vary those up, we're getting what our body needs and giving it more nutrients. So I love how many colors are in this. And that is it. And you are ready to serve your winter citrus salad. Now, like we mentioned, this is a med instead of meds recipe. And so I think Megan is going to come tell us a little bit more about what med instead of meds is and a fun opportunity we have for you here in the county.
Thanks, Rachel, so much. I'm so excited to try this salad out. This could be really great. Some other alternatives you could add to it to really make it a meal. You know, you've already got a protein component and some fruits and vegetables, so it really doesn't need anything added. To get some increase some of your whole grains, you can add quinoa to it. You could also add a little bit of chicken if you wanted some extra added lean protein. But medicine like we mentioned, is going to be our 6-week Mediterranean style diet program. We've had so much success and so much love shown for the program before, as it just makes healthy eating easier. So I hope you'll consider joining our Medicine Meds program. It's going to start the second week of January. We'll post the link for you with this video or down in the description, and we'll also make sure we post the recipes for you. So thank you so much for joining Rachel and I, and we look forward to seeing you after the new year for some more healthy cooking demonstrations.